And welcome to Sudoku Guy's Sudoku solving stream. I'm gonna try something a little bit different today. We're going to be solving some puzzles on a tablet. I think I have it hooked up. And today we're going to do the Sudoku Grand Prix Round 7. This is a contest that is held. And I missed it this time, so figure I may as well do the practice problems. Good practice, and let's get started. I'm gonna is this visible? Can you see the grid? Is that good? Cool. Okay. Alright, so the way these work is they start with some classic Sudokus, so no variants, and then they will slowly get into more interesting variants. And they'll start easy and get progressively harder in general. So this is number 1. Let's. I don't have a timer going this time or anything, so let's just see. This is a warm-up, I guess. This is the only spot a 2 can go in this box. Can you see it if I make it bigger? I need to make it not too big. Is that good? Okay, great. Okay, where else can 2s go? I see a lot of 2s. Maybe that's a good place to start. What else do I see a lot of numbers of? I see some 9s. There's only one spot a 9 can go in the top middle box. I guess that's it for now for 9s. Ooh. This is where a 5 has to go in this box. There's this 5 up here and this 5 down here. Okay, so looking at this column here, what numbers are left? I think 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. There can't be a 7 in this bottom box because of this one. So I guess we can write in some pencil marks. 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. Can't have a 1 or a 4 here. Can't have a 1 or a 3 here. And then now no more 7s because of this guy. So 1, 3, 4, and 8 are left. Oh, you know what? There's only one place a 1 can go. Because this one keeps it from being in this box, and then you got this one and this one. So this has to be a 1. Only place it can go in that column. And in this row, this is the only place a 1 can go. Because this one here prevents it from being in this column, and same with this one here. And this one prevents it from being anywhere in this box. I like being able to draw. This is nice. Now looking at this column, since we have a lot of stuff here already, there's only one spot an 8 can go. Two, 4, and 6 left. Can't have a 2 or a 6 up here. So now just 2 and 6, and it looks like either can go in either place. So I'm gonna write down that. Oh, and I forgot to finish this column. We can't have a 7 here, and we just have 3, 4, 7, and 8 left. Great, okay. Now where do we have things? This box here has 5 numbers in it already. So it just needs a 1, 2, and a 5, and a... Oh, we know where the 1 has to go. this one and this one are going to prevent the left or the middle columns from having 1s in them. Now what are we missing? 2, 5, and 6? Great. Let's write that down. Can you see my pencil marks? Are those big enough? I think they look good. Okay. I don't really want to write them any bigger because I don't want to confuse them with, oh, I can't have an 8 here. Okay, this middle box also has 5 numbers in it already, so what are we missing? 2, 3, 6, and 7. These two 6s are going to block off those 2 rows. So just 2, 3, and 7 left. This one has to be the 2. This one has to be the 3. This one has to be a 7. All right, first box done. How about this column here? We need 4, 5, and 6. Can't figure any one of them out, but this one can't have a 5. This one can't have a 4. And more importantly, this one here now can't be a 6, because then these 3 would each have to be a 4 or a 5. And that's... you can't put 2 numbers in 3 boxes, that won't work. So this one now... oops. This one now has to be a 2. Oh, and this 6 here tells us stuff about the top box. This now has to be a 5. And we know which way the 2 and 6 go. These 2 down here are going to have to be an 8 and a 9 in some order. But this 8 here tells us which order. So, this one's the 8, this one's the 9. Now this can't be an 8. Okay, these middle 3 columns are getting pretty good. I'm pleased with the progress here. Let's maybe look elsewhere. How about some rows? This row only has 2 left, a 3 and a 7, and the 7 here tells us which way to go. And now this box that we're in just has 1, 6, and 8 left. I already have a 6 and an 8 in this row. And now I guess we just write down that this is a 6 and an 8 in some order. There are a number of rows where we have a lot of information already. How about these 3 here? These 3 have to be a 3, 5, and 7. So let's write that down. Now what's left in this box? If these 3 have to be the 3 and the 5 and the 7, what we're left with for the middle row there is 1, 2, and 4. We already have some information on those. Okay, this row here has 3 boxes left, 4, 7, and 8 it looks like. This one can't be an 8, and this one can't be a 7 because of these 2. This row here, this 1A we can ignore, it's just for the sake of answering, but this row here, 1, 4, 8, and 9 I think are left. We have a 1 and an 8 and a 4 and an 8 and a, oh wait, hold on. I think we know where 8 has to go in this box, because this 8 blocks this column, this 8 blocks this column, and this 8 blocks the other box. So here's an 8. Now we just have 1, 2, and 4 left. We already have a 1 and a 2 in this box. Sorry, not 1, 2, and 4. There's already a 2 in that row. What are we missing? 1, 4, and 9? 1, 4, and 9 are missing. Yes. Can't have a 1 here. There's a 1 right above it. And I think the others... Oh, wait. Hold on. Can't have a 1 here either. This guy and this guy tell us where the 1 has to go in that row. So this has to be a 1. And now we know about these 3 up here because of this 1 that we just wrote in. They're 1, 2, and 4 in some order. Oops. This one's got to be the 4 now. This one's got to be the 2. This one's got to be the 1. Excellent. Making progress. Oh, right, and this has to be a 4 or a 9. We need to finish that row. Okay. What other rows look promising? How about this bottom row? 3, 5, and 6 are left, it looks like. This 6 means this has to be a 3 or a 5. Oops, let's make sure my handwriting is fine. And similarly, this 5 is going to tell us this one has to be a 3 or a 6. Let's write the 6 a little better. Okay, so this column here, this one looks promising. We have all the even numbers. We need 3, 5, 7, and 9. Already got a 3 and a 5 in this row. Already got a 7 in this row. I guess we can't conclude anything yet, but we're almost there. How about this box? We have 4 numbers in it already, and a lot of pencil marks in it already too, I might add. Really, I guess it's better to look at this column. We're missing what? 4, 6, 8, and 9? And we already have 4, 6, and 8 in this row right over here. So this one has to be the 9. That's going to tell us this has to be a 4. Now this has to be an 8. Now this one has to be a 7. And the last one's a 3. And this guy's a 4. And this guy's a 9. Okay, that was a lot. Okay, great. 5 and 7 are left in this box over here. Write that down. Okay, this 3 tells us that this 3, 4 down here, oops, it's going to have to be a 4. And now the last number in this column is an 8. And this 8 here tells us which way these go also. It has to be the 8 first and then the 6. Don't want 2 8s in the same column. If you'll excuse me, I need to fix something really fast. Where did I have my streaming stuff? Nope. Ah, well, I'll get it later. I realized the name of my stream says ignore in it. That's not good. I apologize for the pause. I'm just gonna change the name of the stream real fast. I thought I changed this at the beginning, but I think I forgot to push submit or something. Grand Prix, Sudoku Grand Prix Round 7. Okay, all set. I apologize. 3, 6, and 9 are left in this column here. I think this 3 tells us that we can't have a 3 in that top one, but I don't think we can figure any of them out quite yet. We can remove this 4 because there's a 4 right next to it, and that leaves just one of those. One of these 3 can have a 4 in it now, and it's this one. So how about here? This has to be a 3 or a 5 or a 7, but there's already a 3 and a 5 in that row, so it's got to be a 7. And that'll tell us about this 5 and 7. That'll tell us this 3, 5, and 7, what order they have to go in. This one has to be the 7, this one has to be the 5, this one has to be the 3. Now this can't be a 7, it's got to be a 9. That is a messy 9. That can't be a 9. Now this has got to be a 6 over here on the bottom right. This is now a 3 and this is now a 9. And now we know the order of this 3 and 5. We're just finishing up. This is we're practically done. This has to be a 2. What's left in this row? 6. Alright, I think we did it. Hey Visimco, welcome. I figured out the tablet stuff. Alright, second one. Still classic. I might skip ahead later to the variants. But we got time. Keep warming up. Okay. So, top right box can't have an 8 in the bottom 2 rows or in these 2 columns. So this has to be an 8. What else do we have? Over here, we know how the 9s work. This has to be the 9. Oops. What else do we see? I see a lot of 3s. Got like 4 of them. Maybe we can do something with the 3s. I don't see anything. Okay. Okay, so in this row here, oops, this row, there's only one place a 1 can go because of this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Okay, that middle column has a lot of numbers in it already. We're missing 4, 5, 6, and 8. This already has a 6 and an 8 in this row. This box already has a 4, and we already have an 8 there. So 5, 6, and then 5, 6, 8. Oh, there's only one place a 4 can go. Great. Oops. Whoa. Whoa. I think I accidentally touched the thing on the left that tells me to go to other pages. I will try not to do that. 4. Right, okay. And then there's only one spot an 8 can go also. In that middle box now, what do we have left? A 1 and a 5 and a 6? Oh, and the 5 here takes out 2 of the boxes. So that's nice. There's only one number left in the middle column? Is it a 6? Cool. And then a 1 and a 6 here. Four in the middle? Where? Okay, I only see one place a 9 can go in this column. We have a few 1s now. A few 2s as well. Let's see, what else? How about this row here? Missing 1, 3, 5, 7. I guess I'll just write it in. Ooh, C5. I need to come up with a system about A, B. Gave me an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, now we can refer to individual squares. Okay, so row 4 now has five numbers in it. 2, 3, 6, and 9 are missing. I don't see anything forced yet. Only a couple places the 2 and the 9 can go, though. Did I get it backwards? Whatever. Okay. Where else do we already have a lot of numbers? Column H, we have a lot of numbers. 2, 3, 4, and 7 missing. And 3s are already covered for a lot of them. 2, 4, 7 missing. Oh, and this 3. And now we can't have a 7 here, because then both of these would have to be 5s. Same logic, this also has to be a 2 or a 4. Can't be a 5 or a 7 because then these two would be the same. Okay, so row 5 we can do something tricky, and we know that the blank squares can't have a 1 or a 6 in them. By that same logic, I mean if this were a 1, then these would both have to be 6, vice versa. So what's actually missing is 3, 4, 8, and 9, I think? Oh, and 9 is, 9 covers 3 of them. So just 3, 4, and 8. And 8, okay. 4 and 3, cool. Now this one has to be a 6. Now this one has to be a 9. This cannot be 6 or 9. This cannot be 6. Or 3. Wait, this has to be the 2. This has to be the 3. Cool. Okay, column C. 4, 5, and 7 are left. And this 4 covers both these squares. So we have to have a 4 up here. Oh, and that tells us about this one. 2. This one can't be a 2. Now this one has to be a 7. This one's got to be a 2. I did it again. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard to write in these boxes on the right. That's okay. These have to be a 6 and a 7. Okay, so what's left here? 4 and 5. Ah, this 4. What's left here? 5 and 7. The 7 has us covered. Now what's left in that bottom left box? We have 1, 3, 6, and 8. We already have 3, 6, and 8 in this row. So if I'm doing this right, I think this has to be a 1. Yeah, I think that's correct. Cannot be a 1. So 3, 6, and 8 are left. Oh, this one cannot be an 8 because of A5. Okay, row 7. 4, 5, 6, and 8. Oh, it can't be a 6. There's already a 6 in this box. And then here there's already an 8. Okay. Okay, row 3 now. 2, 5, 6, and 7 are left. Oh, already have a 2, 7, and 5 in this column, so it's got to be the 6. 2, 5, and 7 now left in row 3. Oh, row 2 only has one place for a 3. That's here. Now what's left in that top left box? 1, 5, and 7, I think? Yes, this one has got all that covered. Oh, and this 6 tells us things about down here. An 8 and a 3. And this had better be a 6. I think these two are just a 5 and a 7. Now row 1 just has 5, 6, and 7 left. So I'll write those in. Missing something here. This 8 can't happen. This has to be a 5 now. That tells us how everything goes. 4 and 6. Oh, I lost it. Oh, this 6, right. Okay, now this 9, oops, that I just erased. This 9 has us covered. So 2 and 8 left, and this 8 up here tells us which way they go. And we can probably finish that bottom box too. What's left? 2 and 5? And then 1 and 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Okay, now we're almost finished. We can just sort of figure out what boxes we haven't filled in yet. This should be 1. Oh, this 1 tells us about these. This can't be a 6, which means this has to be a 6. And only a 5 is left here, which tells us about this 5 and 7. And 2 and 7 left in this column. Great! Alright. I think I'm done. I guess I don't have a checker anymore, so I have to I'm not going to manually check that they're right, but I think we have all the boxes filled in. Cool. What time is it? 9:40. I guess these are a little bit harder than the ones I usually do. Huh. Should we do another classic, or should I jump to the variants? I haven't even looked at what the variants are for this one yet, so guess I'll have to look up the rules. I mean, they have the rules. I guess I'm gonna have to adjust the... Oh no, you can see the rules. Great. Okay. Okay, this works. I'm gonna at least look at what the variants are here. See if any of them look interesting. Okay, there's a diagonal. That's pretty standard. Okay. So the marked diagonals also have to have 1 through 9. Shaken clones. I've never heard of that before. Each shape is cloned. Is that supposed to say shapen clones? I see, so this shape, and this shape, and this shape have to have the same numbers in the same order. Specifically, this would have to be a 5, and this would have to be a 5. Interesting. Okay. Oh, irregular. Okay, so the 9x9, or the 3x3 boxes are not actually 3x3 boxes. They're just funny shaped. I do enjoy these. These are fun. Fortress. Okay, so every shaded square has to be bigger than the non-shaded squares around it. So I can write greater than equal to signs. Renbon. I've seen this before. What's the rules on that again? Digits placed in each shaded region must form a consecutive non-repeating set. I see. So these sets of 7 have to be either 1 through 7, or 2 through 8, or 3 through 9, in some order. Okay, interesting. Min-max. How many of these are there? 15 puzzles, it looks like? Each number outside the grid is the sum of the highest and lowest digit in the first 3 cells. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's really mathy. I'm gonna have to do this one at some point. Maybe not on stream. That might be a little embarrassing. Number outside is sum of the highest and the lowest digit in the first 3 cells. So like, I guess this would have to be, there would have to be a 1 and a 4 in these 3. Because 5 is either 1 plus 4 or it's 2 plus 3. You can't have the lowest of these be 2 and the highest be 3. Oh, that's weird. Okay. 60 points too. That means it's going to be fairly difficult. Diagonally consecutive. All pairs of diagonally adjacent cells containing consecutive digits are marked by a line. And all of them are marked, so the converse rule is in play. Greater or sum. Apply classic Sudoku rules. Each number between 2 neighboring cells is either the greater of the digits or the sum of the 2 digits. Ah. So these 2 cells either add to 8 or the bigger one is 8. Okay. And then the one that takes the entire page. I can't fit the rules in the grid on the screen at the same time. Each number outside the grid is the sum of the first few digits from the edge. First few? The nearest shaded cell in the corresponding direction. Okay, so like, if I have a 5 here, then this 30 is the sum of these 5. Oh, okay, that's really mathy. That sounds really hard. And they only give us 1 number. Okay. Well, I see your vote for variant. I also am feeling the variant right now. The question is which one. I think the, I can just jump pages. I think the Shaken Clones is intriguing me so far, just because I've never seen it before. And it also doesn't look super hard. Let's go for this one. So as I said earlier, I believe these 3 shapes all have to have the same digits in them. Oh, and this one. So the 5 always has to be at the end of the L. To wit, here and here. If you have any preferences for what I do after this, that is also okay. Okay, so 8's blocked in this section. Let's do our grid before I forget. Okay, what else do we have? Column C looks promising. Usually for variants though, the first thing you want to do is address the variant itself. So in this long L, we know we can't have any 8s or 7s, or 2s, or 4s. So that leaves what? 1, 3, 5, 6, and 9 in some order. So we can't have a 3 or a 6 here. I think these two have to be a 1 and a 9. Actually, there's already a 1 down here. So I said, okay, I have these circled. These are ones that can't appear in the long L. So what's left is 1, 3, 5, 6, and 9. And 9 is the only one of those that can go here. So now we can fill this in on the rest of them. Oops. This is nice. Oh, position of digits within the shape may change. Good catch. Good catch. Oof. Oh, that makes things a lot harder then, doesn't it? So these 5s we don't know. This 9 could still be a 5. This 8 still holds. And my argument about 2, 4, 7, and 8 not ever appearing in the big L also still works. Actually, this is still a 9, because we have a 1 here, a 3 here, and a 5, and a 6. And then this one has to be a 1. Okay, so 1, 5, and 9 are somewhere in the big L. I think this also tells us that one of these two has to be a 5, right? Man, I thought the position of the digits was the same. That would be easier. I guess this is more interesting though. Oh no. So we know these have to be they have to have a 1 and a 9 and a 5 and either a 3 or a 6. Okay. This 3 is really interesting. If we end up having a 3 in this L, we know where it goes in the bottom one. I guess, is there anything more I can deduce just regular Sudoku-wise? I don't think we can figure out where the 1 and 9 go in the other ones yet. I guess let's look at the other shapes. The small L also has to have a 1 in it. Oh, and the 1 can't go here or here because of this one. So this is a 1. Yeah, I guess if the position of the digits was the same, then we'd have a 1 here, and that'd be really bad. Yeah. 4 in box 8. Right, because it can't go inside the L. Good call. Oh yeah, I guess we can look at what's outside the L too. That's interesting. We also have the 7 from the same logic. Okay, now this 6 up here tells us that a 6 has to be in one of the gray ones. So this is indeed 1, 5, 6, 9, and not the 3, which means the 3 has to go there. And good call, good find. about these little ones? We can't have a 1, we can't have a 5, we can't have a 3, we can't have a 6, we can't have an 8. That still leaves us like 4 options. What are they? 2, 4, 7, 9? Oh, and it can't be a 7. Oh, so just 2, 4, and 9. Wow. If I'm not making a mistake. 2, 4, 9. Oh, which means there's only one place a 3 can go in column C. That tells us how these go. Three, box 1, outside and inside. So this is box 1, right? 3, outside and inside. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. So 1 has to be inside the L. This has to be 1, 5, 6, and 9 in some order. We should fill these in. This 5 tells us this, and this 6. Alright, finished a box. Is that what you're referring to? Okay, good. By solved it, do you mean you finished it? Or that I got what you were going for? 2, 4, and 7 left in row 1. Oh, I guess those... Oh, only one place a 7 can go in this row because of that one. Okay, is there anything we can say about these boxes? Or these are the only 2 of that shape. Okay. Can't be a 4 or a 7 or a 1, I guess, or a 6 or an 8. That leaves 2, 3, 5, and 9. That's kind of a lot. This one has to be a 2 or a 5. This one has to be, wait, we already have a 2 and a 5. So 3 or 9. Yeah. The circles. Be great if this one here were a 9. That would tell us about these. Oh, you know what? In this box here, we know that a 9 has to go here or here. So this one actually can't be a 9. A 3. So one of these 2 has to be a 3. We can say this is a 3. Now what's left here? 6 and 9. Yeah, I like this one. I've never seen this variant before, which is exciting. Okay, only one place of 3 can go in row 7. I like the way this one's not just like solve the variant and then solve the rest of the puzzle. How it's like interweaved with the solving. Or maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I think it's safe to conclude this is a 2 or a 4. Only 2 left in this row. 2 and 8. Ah, now this one can't be a 2. So this is a 3 and a 5 in some order, but this 5 tells us. Or this 3, either way. 6 in column D. Okay, that's taken and that's taken. Great. Good catch. And then 7 in this row now. Oh, and now this has to be the 2 and this has to be the 9. Okay, 5 is the only thing that can go here, I think. This D column only has 1, 2, and 5 left. You have these. So that tells us the order of these. That tells us the order of these. Oh, and that tells us this is a 4. Great. And since we have a 4 and a 9 now, only one thing left in row 3, that's an 8. And now just 1 and 2 left, I think. Because this now has to be 4 and 9. So this one had better be the 9. This one had better be the 4. Okay, now we're done with the variant part. Now we just finished the puzzle. And we have enough squares filled in that I don't think this will be difficult. Is it 2? I think. Yeah, okay. 6, 7. Okay, this is a 5 and a 7. Oh, no, that's not the 1. This is the 1. This is the 8. Oops. What am I doing? 2, 8, 2, 6, and 8. Are just these 4 left? 2, 4, 7, and 9 in some order. Alright, I think we did it. That was a good one. I like that one. Any of the others catch your eye? I need to remind myself of what puzzles we have left. I like this one, Shaken Clones. Oh, it's called Shaken because the position of the digits can change. That's why. Okay. Okay. That makes sense now. Okay. I do like irregular. This one looks hard. 60 points. How much were the other one? Was the other one we just did? This was half as many points. Okay. I mean, the points still tell me about how long it takes to solve. Greater sum. Diagonal consecutive is a little bit intriguing. I'm leaning towards irregular so far. Those just have some fun geometry sometimes. This one's not symmetric or anything though, which bothers me a little bit. Or I could just go back and do a classic. That's also an option. I think I'm gonna do the irregular. I think I do like the mathy ones, but I agree that they will probably take a while. So maybe where'd irregular go? Here's the one we did. Here it is, number 9. 34 points. We should be able to do this reasonably quickly. Yeah, I feel like saying box 3 is not gonna work here. Okay, 9. That leaves just 6, 7, and 8 there. Oh, 7 and 8 tells us 6. Yeah. I can't actually tell how many people are watching just because there's so many bots. I don't know which people are real. So if anyone is new, the way this this puzzle variant works is it's like Sudoku, where you have to put 1 through 9 in each row and column and in each box, but the boxes are funny shaped. So each of these outlined regions also have to have 1 through 9. So column H is almost done. 1, 2, and 9 left. This has to be a 2 because of this 1 and 9. Important to notice now that 2 has to go on the top row of this box. In fact, these 3 will be the same as these 3. Okay, 2, 2, 2 tells us 2. I think we have a lot of 2s. Maybe focus on 2s for a little bit. 2, 2, 2. Not quite enough. 2, 2. Also not quite. Oh no, wait, that does tell us something though. If we look at column C, there's only one place a 2 can go. I think all the 2s we have left are just here and here. I'll pencil those in for now. I'll take them out if they get confusing for me. Okay, 5 in column A I think we can do. which tells us 5 has to go either here or here. I guess we can't tell which yet. I'd like to figure out which one this is, actually. This bottom left-ish box is almost done. 3, 7, and 8 left, I think. And it can't, this one can't be a 7. So, 3, 8, 7, 8, 3, 7, 8. These now have to be 3, 5, or 8. Ooh, this 9 is really, really tempting. And this 9 here. Those long corridors are nice. I guess we don't know which of these two yet. Oh no, what? You know what? Okay, so suppose we did put a 9 here. I'll put it in parentheses. That would take out that. This one takes out that. This one takes. Then there's nowhere a 9 can go in this box. So the 9 should go here. Row 8 has some good information on it. 1, 3, 6, and 8 left, I think. Oh, this could be a lot of things. Oh, column H is almost done. What are we missing? 1 and 9? And row 5, 1, 4, 7, and 9. I don't know if I can conclude anything useful enough to write down on that one. Guess it couldn't hurt. Okay, column B also has a lot in it. 4 in column B, you say? I was just looking at column B. Okay, so 4 covers that. 4 covers that. Can go either here or here. What am I missing? Is it row 3 or 6? I'm not sure. Bottom 4 takes out column A. Oh, I see. This is what you're saying. Yeah, great. Row 3. Oh, I can write down what's missing from here. 7 and 8. That's useful. Now, 3, 7, and 8 are all that's missing from column B. May as well mark that down. Okay, so I think these two are going to be the same as these two. Right. So this can't be a 1. If this were a 1, then we'd mark out that and that. That's no good. Here's a 7. Far right one has to be a 4 now. Oh, and this has to be an 8 now. 3, 7. Oh, and now these are 2, 3, 5. So that bottom right corner had better be a 5. This can't be a 3. It's a lot of 5s, I think. Can I make progress with 5s? Actually, maybe it's better to focus on this box. Missing 1, 3, and 4. Okay, so now we have a pair here and here in this box. So one of these has to be a 1, the other has to be the 9. So what can the 3 blank ones be? 5, 6, and 7. Let's mark that down. Because of this 5. I feel like I can figure out where a 5 goes somewhere soon. In this box we have 5, 5, and 5. So it's got to be one of these two. If this were a 5, then we'd be covering this. I don't think there'd be anywhere for a 5 to go in this long box. So I think this cannot be a 5. So the 5 has to go, oops, the 5 has to go here. Column 1, row 1 just has 3, 6, and 8 left. Oh, and I think these two have to be the same. Because whatever goes here is going to cover that. So I think these both have to be 3 then. So now 1 and a 4 is a pair, so this can't be a 1. This has to be the 9. That tells us about these two. And this one. Oh, which circles back around to telling us about the pair. That's nice. I like it when that happens. What's left in that column? 7 and 8, I think. So this can't be an 8 then. Oops. Or else both of these would be 7s. That's no good. fact, what is left for these three? If we know one of these is a 7 and the other's an 8 in some order. So 1, 4, and 6 are left down there. Oh, yeah. We can figure out, I mean the 1, we can already just figure out the 1s. Four and 6 have to be in this order. No 6 in 1F. Yeah, you're right. That same logic works. If this were a 6, then boom, boom. Wait, what about this guy? If this were a 6, oh, just cause of this one. Righto. Okay. This has to be the 8, this has to be the 6. And this 8 is big because it blocks out a lot there. What's left in these 3 squares? 1, 2, 8. This can't be an 8 because of this pair over here. They'd both have to be 7s. Well, this can't be an 8 now. And it can't be a 1 because of this. So this is the 6, and that's the 8. I think. Now 6 and 8 cover these. So one of these is a 6 and the other's the 8. But this guy tells us which way it goes. Seven and 9 left in this. Oh, there's a 9. 6 now and 8F. Yes, okay, I got that. 7 and 8 down here. How about here? 1 and 4? And this 4 tells us which way? Yeah, we're almost done. Oh, 6 and 7 are covered. Oh, this 6 tells us which way these two go. Seven and 8. Oh wow, I think these squares up here are the only ones left. So 1 and 8 already appear here, so this has to be the 2. And this has to be the 8, and that has to be the 1. So now what's left in this row? 3. And then 7 and 8 are determined by the 8. This is missing a 2 and a 7. Yay! We did it! That one was not a very difficult irregular. We did that pretty quickly. It's still weird to me that there's no symmetry. Huh. I don't know. Okay. Should we try one of the harder variants? I think we got time for one more hard one, or maybe two more easy ones. What's left? The mathy ones, the Renbon. This one does look interesting. $85 points. This is the big one, isn't it? Is there a points breakdown at the top? No, there isn't. Okay. Or yeah, two easy ones. Fortress. This one I find intriguing, but really mathy, maybe not the best one to do on stream. Same with this one. This one's 73 points. I don't know if I can finish this one in the next 35 minutes. Let's go for it. Yeah, let's go for it. So the key here is that the converse does apply. So if there's no line, they're not consecutive. And it looks like they managed to avoid giving any clues with lines on them. That's interesting. Huh. How is this going to play out differently than regular consecutive Sudoku? I'm not sure yet. There are kind of few lines, actually. I don't know what that tells us. So 9, 9. This can't be a 9 because that would have to be an 8. This can't be a 9 because that would have to be an 8. So the bottom one's the 9. This 3 in a row is probably the most interesting thing on the board that I see. Oh, I guess this is also 3 in a row. I don't see any others. So this one, 1, 2, 3 works, and 2, 3, 4 works, but anything higher you're gonna run into problems. 3, 4, 5, no. 4, 5, 6, no. 5, 6, 7, no. And then 6, 7, 8, and 7, 8, 9. You're gonna run into the 8. The middle one's a 2 or a 3. And they're all 4 or less. I feel like these two are going to end up having to be 6, 7. Let me think about it. This has to be 3 or 4, because we know this 3 in a row has to go to at most 4. Which I guess means that this is the low end. So then what's left is either going to be the 1 or the 4, depending on whether we have the 1, 2, 3 or the 2, 3, 4. And also the 6, 7. So if the 6, 7 are here and here, then this shouldn't be a thing. And if the 6, 7 are this here, then they should be connected. So I think these two have to be the 6, 7, and this 7 tells us 6, 7. I think that logic works. Left cart can't be 1, 2, so it must be 3, 4. Okay, cool, got that. This one now has to be a 1 or a 4. Oh, nice. Nice. So now we have the 1, 2, 3. That tells us everything. Okay, so we got an entire box before we got anything else. That doesn't happen very often. I guess this is one of those puzzles where the variant makes it very very local. Any information is going to give information about mostly just very close squares. Okay, 7. Now this has to be a 6 or an 8. I guess I should be looking out for when, like this one for example, this can't be a 4 or a 6 because there's no line here. I guess that'll probably come into play more later. I guess the main difference is that if you're diagonal, you don't really give information about each other unless you're in the same box. Okay, what else is happening? Here's the other part I said might be interesting. What can that middle bit be? We have a lot of information about it. It can be a 4 or an 8 or a 9, I think. Yeah, except it can't be a 9, because if this were 9, both of these would have to be 8s. That's not good. So this has to be a 4 or an 8. That's pretty good. If it's a 4, the 3 is going to have to be up here because of this. If it's an 8, I think either way works. 7, 9, 7, 9. 6, 8 pair in box 9. 6, 8, boop, 6, boop. Oh, and you can't have an 8 here either because of this lack of line. Oh, good catch. Yeah, so 6, 8 and 6, 8. Those are the only spots those two can go. Okay, what's left in... Oh, I guess we can look at these two columns. That's actually maybe a good place to look. So 2, 6, 8 for here. And then these 4 are can't be a 6 or an 8 because of this pair. So 1, 3, 4, 5. And this one had better be odd. That's still a lot. I guess they're 1, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, wait, this can't be an 8 because 7 and 9 are already taken. So this had better be the 2. Leaving us another 6, 8 pair. Interesting. Now this has to be 1 or 3. And then we have 1, 3, 4, and 5 left for these. This can't be 1. think this also can't be a 1, because that would require this to be a 2. That's not happening. This can't be a 4. Oops. Because then we'd have a line. Oh, this can't be a 9, because that 1 on the right. Or the 9 on the right. Which means this can't be a 7, I think. Oops. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 going down here. I don't think that's worth writing down yet. Diagonal exclusions in box 3. Okay, got it. Cool. Doesn't look like a 3. That's a little bit better. Okay. Oh, this can't be an 8 because of this lack of line here. So we actually know which way these go. Now for the same reason, these can't be 5s. I guess I should write that down. What other numbers do we have a lot of? Can we maybe do something with 7s here? Can't have a 7 here. Still 2 options. Box 9. This one. 5, 4 on diagonal. Ah, I see. Because the 5 has to be either here or here. Either way, it's on the diagonal, and the other one's going to have to be the 4. Very nice. Good catch. So now we have a 2-3 pair. This can't be a 3. I guess we can't figure out which way those go in box 9 yet, huh? So 1s and 9s are nice in these consecutive ones because they're only consecutive to one thing. So I wonder if we can maybe look for some 1 and 9 spots. I understand why this one is 73 points. Okay. Okay, where do we have a lot of information? That top box, that top right box, that bottom right box, but I think we've milked those as much as we can. Some of the rows are nice, like this row's nice. I didn't do our grid. Yeah, so row 4 and row 6 have 4 numbers in them. That's pretty decent. And we're given a lot in columns A and C. Maybe we can do something on the left 3 boxes similar to what we did on the right 3. So 1 can't go in any of these, because then opposite it would have to be a 2. So 1 has to be one of these 3. I don't think we can tell which. So what can this pair be? Can't be 1, 2, can't be 2, 3, can't be 3, 4. It can't be 4, 5 because both of them are covered by 5, and it can't be 5, 6 for the same reason. So it's got to be 6, 7, or 7, 8, or 8, 9. If it's got an 8 in it, then that tells us what this should be. That would be nice. 6 in box 4. Oh, yeah, I was looking at the 6 in box 4 earlier. Because we have 2 spots left. But this 7 is... I missed that earlier. Good catch. So this 7 eliminates the B6. So 6 has to go in B4 now. Okay, yeah, okay, that's better than the train of thought I was doing. Okay, 6, and this tells us 7, because it can't be a 5. Cool. But also kind of a bummer, because I was hoping this would have an 8 in it. Good find. Now row 4 just has 4 numbers left. 2, 4, 8, and 9. Do I want to write those down? I guess I'll be glad I did later. That converse rule is tricky. I guess that sort of kind of limits what can go here. Not very much though. Actually, the only even number that can go there is 8. That's something. Otherwise, any odd number. Except 7 because of this. It's still not very useful. Oh, and it can't be 9 because 9 has to go in the top row of that box. In box 4, we still have 1, 4, 5, 8, and 9. That's kind of a lot. Yeah, I think this this area is the right place to be looking now. I can feel it. Eight has to go here or here because of this. I already drew this, didn't I? Seven is here, or 7 is here. Oh, this one. This 7 now tells us. Cool. Now this has to be the 7. Because we have this, and this, and this, and this can't be a 7 because of the 6. Okay, and so now we know that this is 7, 8, 9. And we're missing 1, 4, 5, I think. Now this one can't be a 1, because then 4 and 5 would be here. One, 3, 5, and 8 are left in row 5. So 6 and 7 have to go on the bottom. Interesting. In row 6, I mean, bottom of box 5. Okay, how about column C? 1, 3, 4, 9. That's good, that tells us this is at most 5. I mean, I think it can... Oh, it can't be a 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a lot of 7s. The only places 7s can go that are left are here, and here, and here. And 7 can't go here because this is a 6 or an 8. And 7 can't go here, because that's a 6. Okay. So we have 7, 7, not a 7, also not a 7. Ooh, that's fancy because we use this 6, 8. Ha, I like it. More in box 4, row 5. Oh yes. That can't be a 5 because of this 6. Good catch. It's got to be a 1 now. Four, 5, I don't think we can tell the difference yet. So, possibly a 7, possibly a 7, possibly a 7, possibly a 7. It'd be great to just finish 7s. I don't think that's happening yet, though. Well, I can take the 1s out. Boop. 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 Okay. And there's still valid options along this line. Wow, okay. So 1, 6, 7 now, down here. So this can't be the 3. That doesn't make sense. And it can't be the 8 either. That doesn't make sense either. It has to be the 5. This has to be the 6. This can now not be a 4 because of the 5 and the lack of a diagonal line. This is at most 5. Just because 6, 7, 8, and 9 are already blocked. So this also is at most 5. Which means this 8, I think this has to be an 8. And the 9 also has to go, oops, here or here. Three, 4, 9. 1, 3, 4, 9. This just has to be 1, 3, or 4. Can't be a 9. Not very many places a 5 can go in row 7. The 6 blocks a lot. Can still go either here or here though. Not very many places a 6 can go either. I think it has to be here or here. Box 7. 9 is findable. So I already know 9 is either here or here. Ah, but this diagonal isn't here. Gotcha. Good catch. This can't be a 9. So only one spot left. Nice. We're well on our way to 8 in the next box over. If 8 goes here, then this will have to be a 7. I guess that's fine. Yeah, 7 has to go here or here. If 7's here, 7, then this would have to be an 8. These have to be 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think this also has to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 because it's got to be 4. It got to be 5 or less because it connects with something 4 or less, and the 5's already here, which leaves 8 and 9 have to be here. Oh, and the 7 tells us that's not an 8. Great. that works, I guess. Oh, this is a 6 or an 8 now. Oh, and now we have a double here. Not very many places 9 can go in row 1. Box 7, 4, 5 diagonal. Ah, this 6 tells us that's not a 5. Yeah, so the 5 has to go here or here. So the other thing would then have to be a 4. Cool. Oh, that's real nice. So then 4 can't appear anywhere else. And this is the only place a 2 can go. Oh, now there's only one place a 2 can go up here. Cool. This can no longer be a 4. Oh, we have a double down here anyways. Down here. A pair. So then 4 has to go over here. This can't be a 3 because of that 4. Nice! Wow, yeah, that hint you just gave me really cracked things open. Excellent. Okay, so now this 3 forces this to be a 1. This is still a pair that I have circled, so... 3, 4, 9, 3, 4, 9. Oh, this can't be a 4 anymore. Gotta be the 5. This had better be a 4, this had better be a 3. Now what's left here? 1, 4, and 5. And here, just 2, 6, and 8. Yeah, we have all the odds. Yeah, so this has to be even, so this has to be odd. Can't be a 4. And actually, since 4 is in this triplet here, we can take it out of these. Oops. Yeah, there was a 3 there. Great. Okay, this can't be an 8 now. That wouldn't make sense. This can't be a 7 or a 9. Oh, and it can't be a 6 either, because of the 5 here. There's no diagonal. Now this is a 2, this is a 1. Wow, the converse rule, the all diagonals being marked really came into play for this one. I mean, we're not done, but like, it's been really important. Okay, yeah, no, this can't be a 6, because of this 5. Only one number left in this row. This better be an 8. This can't be a 9 because of that 8. That's what, 4 boxes done? Ah, I think we're getting real close. This can't be a 9 now. Better be a 2. Can't be a 4 now, just because of regular Sudoku rules. 8 in row 8. I'm gonna get that in a minute because I'm on a roll up here. This is an 8, this is a 3. Okay, so now, yeah, these cover it. So this better be an 8. Only place it can go in that box. Now this has to be a 7, can't be a 9. That tells us which way these go. Three and 6 now here. So what's left in that column? This is a 2 or a 4. Can't be a 2 because of that one. Now 5 is left in this column. Now we know which way all these 4 5s should go. Okay, we know which way the 1 3 goes because of this one. This 3 rather. Okay, so this better be a 2. This better be a 3. 4 and 5. Alright. We are about to finish. A. Whew. Solve with the adjacent boxes only? Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. That one was interesting. Wow, yeah, I think working together helped me do that a lot faster than I would have been able to do it by myself. There were some parts where the solving path got really narrow. Good to have 2 sets of eyes. I think I'm gonna call it a night. It is 05. I guess I started like 5 minutes late, so this is perfect. I might just keep doing this this set of puzzles again next week. I really enjoyed this one. Still a number of other variants. I guess we get to do a lot of math ones next week. That'll be fun. Okay, so gonna mark at the top. I guess I can just there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We did 1, we did 2, we did 8 and 9, I think. That was the shaken, what's it called? Shaken clones. Yes, I really like this. I've never seen this variant before. Shaken clones and irregular. And then we did number 13. Great. Mark that off as well. Well, good night. Get some sleep. I'll be back next Wednesday, same time. Probably this same Sudoku Grand Prix Round 7. Until then, good luck.